Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Monday. I think it's Monday, July the 6th. In my car, it is 100 degrees. It's 3:05 p.m. Yeah. Oh yeah, and this is the, you can see it really good. That is the blouse that I picked up yesterday at the secondhand store. Pardon my somber mood. Mondays, at this time, I know that I have about, what, 6, 7, maybe 7 hours of freedom left before I have to go to that place. Yes, I said that place. A place that I am very grateful to receive money from as I watch widgets fly by, but a place that I do not get much pleasure in being in. As I said it, and the sound you were hearing is, I just left and there is a clerk, a cashier in there. It's very, very nice. She's probably in her early 40s, I would say. Very, her hair is short and to the side. She's got her nails in the, what is the pointed nails, ladies? I can't think of what you call the pointed shape to your nails when you get those done, when you have your acrylics shaped in that fashion. Very, very respectful. And I would say in the Southern tradition of respect, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. And here's this gentleman, I'm 55, he looked like he was 75. Raising his voice as she's asking for his birth date. The birth date will then, because he did not have his Rite Aid card, if she were to, through the register, put the birth date in, it'll click over to his Rite Aid card rewards, so to speak. And then he can go ahead and get the discount because he did not have his card with him. And he got very rude. Why do you want to know? Why do you want to know my birthday? She said, sir, look, sir. She goes, watch. So she starts, he had 2-3 packs of gum. And she's swiping them, over the thingy. And it's not working. Sir, that's why. Because you don't have your card, if you allow me to put your birth date in, you'll go ahead and get your discounts. And he's grumbling at her and fussing at her. I'm thinking to myself, you know how with me, one thing rolls off into another subject. Have you ever done that? One scent of a cologne will remind you of something. A smell of a certain food, let's say a smell of some barbecue will remind you of home, or some baked bread will remind you of home, and you just keep rolling with the memories of something. One thing brings you into another. When someone acts like that, don't you try to sit there and hide behind your age, sir. Don't try to hide behind your age. You were very quick as a whip with your words, so you're not a woman with menopause. We get forgetful. We can kind of a little bit, say that, and that's really the truth, and some of you menopausal ladies can attest to that. But don't hide behind your age and sit there and be rude. The people in the service industry, the waiters and waitresses who service your tables, when you are going through to get your car washed, and they'll tell you to pull over to the side, and there'll be a young man, and in some cases some young girls, usually they are very, very young, they look to be about 18 or something. They're in school, and that's their little side job, or maybe they're about to get out of school. I don't know how, if kids are out of school in your state yet, or they're soon to be. They're just trying to make some money. Excuse me. Could you just cut people a break, please? I'm sorry. Could you cut them a little bit of a break? I understand that, no matter what kind of job you have, you hope that a person would do their best with excellence, right? You understand if they have a set of circumstances. Not everybody's going to have a happy, hoorah, smiley, I was raised by the Brady Bunch day. you know, in a Brady Bunch, Leave It to Beaver, the Huxtable kind of family life. We understand that. Sorry to go off like that. I remember one day I was in Food Lion, the same deal, elderly man. I don't know what it is, at least the two that I've seen and witnessed in person. And you have your keys and you have all these little key tag thingies. You have the discount card, you know, for the specials. And then you also have them on your key ring. You all know exactly what I'm talking about. So he had his Food Lion card on his keys. What does he do? He's in front of me. He takes his keys and instead of handing the keys to her, he throws them on the belt. He throws them on the belt and she just did one of these. She was good. She was good. She held back, but guess what? Granny said, you know, I'm a customer. I says, you know what? Sorry. You know what? That was very rude. You know, that's a human being behind the counter. You know, a little more respect would be appreciated. He was not very pleased with me, but eventually he got quiet and just got the groceries put, you know, in the basket, and he just, you know, in the buggy, and he left the store. And I just looked at her. I said, that's uncalled for. That's unnecessary. You know what? I think you've heard me use these words before, and I'm guilty of it myself. Displaced anger. Displaced anger. My man just broke up with me, and now I'm about to go into work, and guess what? You emotionally are going to be him. You are going to be him, male co-worker. My girlfriend just broke up with me, says this guy. You, young lady co-worker, my equal, are going to be her. In the way that I'm going to snap at you, and I'm going to treat you a certain set way because I'm really upset about what's going on at home. You know? Told you about John, my boyfriend, the reason I came to Karalaki in the first place to get married. Oh, I love to argue. I love to argue. Just lost an earring. I love to argue. Gotta go down and get it. And I says to him, or he says to me, we're in the middle of a screaming match, and he says, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's just what you like to do. You just want to argue. He says, go ahead, because that's what you want to do. I'll tell you what. That got me quiet right quick. Yes, it did. Displaced anger. John, I'm not mad at you, and I'm not arguing with you because of dinner. I'm arguing because I came to Karalaki and you turned out to really, you pulled the bait and switch on me, and you're just really a jerk. And now I'm stuck here. So it's not about dinner. It's about what you've done. Displaced anger, my friends. Am I guilty? Just something to think about. Love you.